Inihahandog ng NSTP Diliman Office ang Sikhay Lingkod V, an online volunteerism fair.
I'm Carlo Zebedee Gualvez, a librarian too from the Human Rights Violations Victims from our Commission, specifically the Resource and Archives Division. So, one of the projects of the HRVVMC, specifically the Resource and Archives Division, is the indexing project. So, we want to rationalize. The question is, what is indexing project and why do we need to index? So, everything comes from our mandate, no? The four words, which is the establishment, restoration, preservation, and conservation. So there is a specific government agency that recognize the victims of martial law. So medyo kung familiar kayo sa news na Martial Law Museum, we are that agency that we're going to build that museum inside the UP Diliman, and specifically in front of Commission and Higher Education. So our mandate comes from RA 10368, which the short title is the Human Rights Victims Reparation and Recognition Act of 2013. So sabi dito, meron tayong dalawang commission na binuo sa panahon ng pagpasa ng batas nito. That will be the Human Rights Victims Claims Board and the Memorial Commission. Si Claims Board, ito nakikita niyo sa screen nyo ngayon na ang pinaka main goal nila is salain. No? Salain kung sino ang victim and not victim of martial law during that time. And if you are a victim during that time, you will be given a monetary compensation and also a non-monetary compensation, which is supported by the DSWD, DOH, TESDA, and also DepEd and CHED. Okay? So, if you want to ask yourself, saan nanggaling yung pera? Nanggaling yung pera na pinambayad sa mga biktima ng martial law, which is also stipulated in RA 10368. It comes from the Swiss banks, from the ill-gotten wealth of the former President Marcos. No, so lahat ng sinasabing ill-gotten wealth sa Swiss banks is pinambayad sa mga biktima ng martial law. And also, it is also the one that will be used to create the building that is in the back of me. No? So, after ng pagkilala, pagtingin, pagsala, kung sino ang biktima at hindi, kami, ang Memorial Commission, gaya ng sabi ko, our task is establishment, restoration, preservation, and conservation of a memorial, museum, library, and compendium in honor of the HRVVs during the Marcos regime. So, we also need to take note that our focus only lies during the 1972 and 1986. No, sa ngayon yan ang scope ng aming agency. We only focus more on the 1972 and 1986 only. And this will be the Memorial Museum, just like what I've said earlier. And lahat ng mga biktima na sinala ng Claims Board is already indicated in the role of victims. You can search HRVV, you can search on your browsers, www.hrvvmcom.gov.ph, and you can see the list of victims, or what we call the role of victims. So a total of 11,103 ang naging official part of the role of victims. And sa matagal na panahon ng pagbukas ng Claims Board, a total of 75,749 application forms ang nakuha ng Claims Board. Ang gaya na sabi ko, 11,103 are the approved claims and 64,646 claims ang na-deny. So, apart from that, ito yung mga statistics na hawak namin. Kasi meron kaming, nung panahon ng Claims Board, ang tao ay binibigyan ng isang compensation or recognition basis sa anong nangyari sa kanya. So there are pointing systems to physical injuries, involuntary exile, and so on and so forth, ranging from 10 points until to 1 point. No, kung makikita nyo on your right side, that will be the the official statistics of the Memorial Commission when it comes to the points. So, ibig sabihin, ganyan kadami ang state-recognized. Hindi to non-government agency, but a government agency. That's the difference. No? Mismong gobyerno ang nagsasabi na merong human rights violations during that 1972 and 1986. So, kaya nasabi ko, lahat ng mga dokumento na ultimo, hindi lang yung mga application documents, hindi lang yung mga ng biktima, kundi yung kahit administrative files nila ay na-transfer sa HRVVMC last November 2018. And when doing archival, no, you have to be certain on some specific situations in which kailangan mong isipin para i-organize yung files mo. Kasi hindi ka dapat basta nagpa-file lang. Kailangan meron kang sinusunod na archival principles. Kasi lahat ng ang dokumento na hawak namin is we consider them permanent and archivals, no? So, if you're given a chance to work with the Memorial Commission, ito yung mga pwede niyo papag-aralan, no? So, prospective fonts, provenance, and international standards for archival description. So, and also, yung mga data na ini-encode nyo through the indexing project will be used for data analysis and data visualization. So, mas madaling makita ng public kung saan may pinakamataas, may pinakamababa, may kaso, may ilan ang na-rape in a specific province. Ganun ang that will be the future of the indexing project. So, that is the rationale of the indexing project. We digitize our collection and we index them using different metadata elements that is present in our collection. No? Binabasa ng aming mga volunteers yan, and we teach them on how to do these things. Hindi namin sila pinababayaan. Pag may tanong, lagi kaming nandyan para sa mga aming volunteers. Ang maganda dito, makakabasa kayo ng primary documents, no? Na mismong history, mismong story ng victim yung mababasa nyo. No, ay malalaman nyo kung gaano katindi ang nangyari sa kanila during that time. And hindi lang basta, tapos makikita nyo sila on the future, on our events, na meron silang muka. That's the most important thing. And the primary objectives of the project is to engage our students, specifically you young people, to commemorate what really happened during that time and continuously transfer the lessons that comes from the past. No, totoo, we can move on. We can move on what happened on the past, but we cannot forget the lessons of the past in able to move our nation progressively. No, so yan ang paniniwala namin dyan dito sa Memorial Commission. And we want to train students how to index, how to digitize, and to do the archival principles. And if we finish this everything, and we finish the indexing project, we finish all the necessary metadata elements on our the project. This will be the by the way, papakita ko mamaya kung ano yung mangyayari, no? Pero sa bawat isang dokumento ng isang biktima, meron siyang resolution and meron siyang dockets. And sa mga dockets na yun, nandun nakalagay lahat ng mga legit primary documents kung ano nangyari sa kanya, kung nag-exist ba ang tao na to, at paano siya nabuhay, paano siya namatay, ano nangyari sa kanya, sino mga kapatid niya, sino yung mga saksi na nagpapatunay na totoo sila, na totoong nangyari yung nangyari sa kanila. And since I don't have enough time, but the 11,100, we always say to the students, 11,103 is just the minimal number, because on the future, ma-realize nyo na karamihan sa mga na-deny are Muslim people. And Muslim people are not very fond of filing official documents in sa isang munisipyo, sa isang civil registrar. So, nagkulang sila ng dokumento. Maaring totoo yung nangyari sa kanila, pero dahil nagkulang lang sila ng dokumento, which is hindi naman nila alam na dapat may ganun pala, na-deny sila. And some of which of the stories that we know in the process of denial, hindi kasi siya hindi lang nadagdagan yung dokumento nila. Kumbaga, on the process sila ng pagre-request. And nung nakuha nila yung dokumento na i-request nila, no, nagsara na yung HRVCB. No? And we preserve and conserve these documents because maybe on the future there will be another claims board when it comes to the human rights violations during that time. So, paano nag-encode ang mga volunteers namin? So, meron lang kaming isang Google form. Merong video, a technical video, in which we will going to teach the students what are the different elements that you need to take care of. And looking at your site, no? Pag natapos namin yung indexing project namin, may mga ganito kami mga document na pwede naming maipakita sa public, no? And different universities are already partnering with us, no? UP is one, no? UP is one of that university, and multiple people are doing this, specifically from the NCPAG, from the AIT, no? We have UST, we have DLSU, we have prominent university and even state universities that are partnering with us in able to finish this product, no? So, for example, it's just heat map of enforced disappearance. Saan pinakamaraming disappearances sa buong bansa? Makikita yan through the data visualization, in which yung data na in-encode nyo is one of the most important thing. So, you can say, when you volunteer in the Memorial Commission, you are part of that project. Kung paano namin binuo yung heat map, kung paano namin binuo yung graphs, charts, and different data visualization, lahat yan galing sa hard work nyo and your sense of volunteerism. And I can always say, as part of before I end this presentation, human rights is one of the most worth it, no? Volunteering yourself, no? Kasi lahat tayo makita may tao, at lahat yan may karapatan. Lahat yan may pwedeng ipaglaban at pwede mo silang ipaglaban. One of the best way to have an advocacy on. And again, we want you to be part of this project. When you want to be part of this project, there will be more contributions. You will have a sense of fulfillment, no? And by doing this, if you're very interested in doing the indexing project with us, you can scan the QR code and take note of the Google Forms, and we will contact you. And when we contact you, and on the future, we're going to train you and be part of this project. So thank you very much for listening, everyone.
So we are under the Department of Interior and Local Government, the Bureau of Jail Management Technology. So we have major programs po sa amin pong jail o sa ating jail po sa Bureau. These are programs po na mandated by the BJMP, and they are as follows. So PDL, number one is the PDL Custody, Security and Control Program. Number two is the PDL Welfare and Development Program, Decongestion Program, and the Good Governance. Under the core programs po, meron po tayo the provisions of the in. All PDL under the custody are provided with three meals, breakfast, lunch, and supper. And then as supply of potable waters made available to them all at all times. Likewise, upon admission, ang mga PDL po natin ay they are issued his or her PDL uniform consisting of a yellow shirt and a brown jogging pants. Hygiene kits are also distributed to our PDL monthly or quarterly basis. Depende po kung kailan po dumating yung mga stocks para po sa kanila. No? So, po ng basic needs po, occasionally po, the provision of basic needs for PDL is supplemented by the food and non-food donations from our local government units, non-government organizations, and at the same time from business sector and private individuals po na pumupunta po dito jail o dito sa jail po para po sa kanilang mga donations po, mga volunteers as well po. So po, in some of the pictures, sa pagbibigay po, pagdating po nila, yan na po kaagad ng kanilang mga basic needs po, mga hygiene kits, and then also, yung mga feeding po na yung mga pumunta po ditong mga organizations po, stakeholder para magpakain. PDLs. Also, we have our core programs about the health test, wherein for PDL consists of intervention towards the prevention, promotion, treatments of illnesses, and rehabilitation. All PDL under medical assessment, upon admission during confinement, PDL are provided with health education and counseling, medical consultations, and provided with medicine subject availability to maintain the physical health of PDL. They are allowed also daily sunning and physical exercises as part of their daily. And then next also, yan po, yung mga health services na ginagawa sa kanila. Also, nag-conduct na rin po ng mga vaccines para sa ating mga PDL at ibang vaccines po. Yan po, yan po yung sa sunning nila, yun po, yung mga pumunta po dito nung nakaraan para hindi na rin po kasi nila nakita physically dun sa taas, pero nakita po na sa monitor yung mga pumuntang kasama natin sa UP. Ito po yung ginagawa nila daily. Then, mga symposium, health, online education or seminars about sa health. And also, we have the educational program wherein ito po yung sa ALS po natin na-conduct, no? Salamat din sa mga ALS teachers po na pumunta dito para magturo. So, na apat na programs para sa ALS. We have the BLP, the Basic Literacy Program para sa mga hindi marunong bumasa at sumulat. Sa mga volunteers po na pumupunta po, ito po yung ginagawa, nagpapabasa. At the same time, our elementary, secondary, of course, the junior high school. At ngayon, meron na tayong, for the first time po, ay yung tinatawag na senior high school, na kung saan ilan sa ating mga stakeholders ay nagbigay po ng scholarship para po libre po ng pag-aral ang mga PDL natin ng walang bayad, and at the same time, some of the materials, almost all the materials na kailangan po nila ay binibigay din po ng volunteers at ng iba pang stakeholders. So, yan po. Yan po. Papabasa, tinuturuan sila. Makita natin dyan yung ating mga volunteers na pumupunta dito upang sila ay tulungan sa kanilang education o sa kanilang pag-aaral. Okay, we have also a skills training enhancement program. Under po ito ng TESDA. Yung iba pa pong mga stakeholders na pumupunta dito na nag-sponsor na mga trainers po from livelihood programs po na ibinibigay po nila dito sa mismo po sa jail para po pinaka-purpose po nun ay para po magkaroon sila ng training o skills para ay magkaroon pagbabago naman po yung kanilang buhay. May natutunan sila dito sa loob at at the same time, apply nila yung kanilang natutunan. At the same time, yung iba pong mga stakeholders po nag-sponsor din po ng ilang starting kit para po sila makapagsimula muli. Po. Ayan po, tinuturuan sila sa iba't ibang trainings like food spa, beauty care, ang sabon, ibang uri ng sabon sa liquid, we have also powder, soap making, perfume, yan po. Sa livelihood program, tulad ng ating nabanggit, ay ilan din po, meron din po mga tumutulong para sa atin dyan para mabigyan ng pangkabuhayan ng ating mga PDL. And we are glad to announce na ang ating mga produkto po ay naka-display po mall, SM po dito sa Bulacan, para po sa days of Christmas, kung saan ay naka-display po doon yung mga produkto nila na pwedeng bilhin ng mga customers po naman nagpupunta po sa mall. Ito po ay malaking tulong para sa ating mga PDL para may provide din po yung mga iba pang pangangailangan nila aside from yung mga naibibigay po dito sa jail. Okay? So, yan po. Mga bags, purses, wallets. Okay? So, this is to help the PDL earn from these livelihood projects So the jail unit welfare and development officers, we, no, kami po, facilitates the sale of the products, displays, and centers, livelihood caravans, organized by the local government or service providers. In addition, ay ang ibang jail po natin ay nagko-conduct ng e-marketing na tinatawag, pero dito po sa Santa Maria ay hindi pa po natin nasisimulan yung na tinatawag. Okay, sana po matulungan tayo ng ating mga mga stakeholders kung sakali mo po may makikipagtaya po para sa atin. So we have also livelihood programs, yan po yung tinawag kanina, sinabi ko kanina, rugs making, doormat making, soap making, sa dishwashing liquid, soap powder, na doon na po lahat, car wash, shampoo, chloro, alcohol, perfume making, and soon to have po yung paggawa po ng bag na po kami ng training, kaya soon pa lang po yung ibibigay sa kanila ng pangkabuhayan. And yan po. Okay. So, yung mga gumagawa ng rugs natin, doormat po, supervise po natin sila, at least po nakakatulong po sa kanila, lalo po yung mga walang dalaw, so sineselect po natin para mag-participate nito, at the same time po ay para may bigay din yung iba pa nilang pangailangan. Sila din po ay every week ay sumasahod po sila, binibigyan po sila ng sahod nila dun sa napagbentahan po na kanilang products na kinuha po. Ganun po sa round making po. Mga babae po kalimitan po nagmagawa ng basahang bilog ng tawagin. Okay, so we have also behavioral management modification program na kung saan tinatawag ng therapeutic o TCMP, the Therapeutic Community Modality Program, to manage and modify behaviors of PDL in the goal of positivity, changing their thinking and behavior, structured group processes. Now, the program endeavors to teach and model positive thinking, pro-social values, good decision-making, and positive coping. Through the program, the PDL are trained on socially acceptable ways of behaving and relating in their own, with their fellow PDL, with personal visitors, thereby fostering a therapeutic jail, maintaining a peaceful communal atmosphere po. So, kada umaga po ito ginaganap, and then itinatama kung may mali na nagawa ng isang PDL, ay ina-advisean siya kung ano nararapat niyang gawin. Tapos pinayuhan din po ng mga kasama nila po mismo dun sa loob ng jail, yung mga advisors po. Tama yung pagkakamali na meron man po. Tapos, pinapaalala sa kanila yung na sila para sa pagbabago, and at the same time, nagpapalakasan po sa isa't isa. And that's the time na rin po na showcase nila yung kanilang talents, yung kanilang singing skills, doon namin natidiscover na yung iba pala ay may mga iba't ibang skills na tinatago. No? So yan, ayan po, yung ginagawa nila everyday, every morning po yan. We have also faith program for our PDL. Meron po daily na misa sa ating kapatid ng mga Katoliko, gayon din naman dun sa ating mga Muslim po, ng mga kapatid po, yung sala na tinatawag nila. So, binibigyan po lahat ng opportunity, every sect po na mag-conduct ng interfaith program o kanilang magawa in sa jail. So, ini-schedule nga lang po yung ibang araw, except for the Muslim, every Friday po talaga sila. Okay? So, cultural and sports program also, indoors and outdoors. Of course, limited lamang po yung ating, kaya po yung ginagamit natin activity area. So we have yung mga dancing nila, skills, yan, para po nagagamit nila na pampalipas o para po sila ay malibang, no? At the same time, ay natututo din silang sumayaw sa pamagitan ng ating mga na-discover mga dancers, mga instructors po na pwede magturo din pala sa kanila para at least hindi nila namamalaya na lumilipas pala yung araw nila na nasa loob ng jail. Okay? So, the paralegal program also, na kung saan, bali lahat po ng mga kinokonduct po ay nagagaling po sa labas through na tinatawag. So, kaya po yung mga paralegal program natin, nagko-conduct dito online, ay tinatawagan sila through the Salamat nga po pala dun sa ibigay ng UP po na tablet, and at the same time yung phone na gagamit ng ating mga PDL para makamusta ang kanilang kamag-anak kapag nilang paralegal services, yung mga e-hearing nila, e-dalaw ginaganap. So, thank you po sa pagkakalupo nito. And also, The idalaw program, yan nga po, idalaw service, alternative na face-to-face, since bawal pa nga po na face-to-face po na pupunta. Dati ay nung wala pa yung isang bar na tawag nila na isang ay nakakadalaw po sila dito, no contact visitation nga lang po. Pwede po sila, may barrier po sa harap ng dadalaw. So pinaka idalaw dahil sa lahat sa mga malayo sa kanilang mga mahal sa buhay na hindi na priority po natin yun para po sila ay makumusta, makita ng kanilang mga kamag-anak. Okay, so we have also the support services like the human rights desk para po mag-conduct ng kung meron ba nagkakaroon ba ng doon, ng mga hindi ka na-stay sa kanilang cell at para so far ay tahimik lang naman po, wala naman pong nangyayari guluhan except sa mga konting mga away-away dahil sa init ng ulo, pero na-resolve naman po kaagad at hindi naman po umano sa pagrereklamo na sa court or what, no? So meron tayong 24 hours na human rights desk officer para po ilagay po lahat ng mga kanilang mga reklamo kung meron man sa kanila every week na kung meron silang mga pasa, ayaw nila magsalita, kung nasa sila. So, pinupuntahan po ng ating dream nurse po mismo para sila strip search po sila, tinitingnan baka mamaya ayaw lang na magsalita o may sinaktan siya o para po na-address yung kanyang kailangan o kailangan gawin sa kanya. Okay? So, we have also help desk government's policy of providing timely and speedy access sa ating access to services, and each jail has established its own help desk managed and coordinated by the help desk officer. Bali po, ito po yung nilalagay sa dito sa may receiving area namin, no? Yung mga request, assistance na kailangan lang ma-address ng ating halimbawa may pumunta po doon na bagong laya natin or nakalaya po ng PDL din natin, yun din po o magtatanong ng mga kamag-anak nila kung nais sila gawin ang pangailangan nila para po ma-address sa iba't ibang programs or mga services na binibigay po ng ating jail po. At the same time, yung referrals po natin for aftercare, yung mga lumalayang ating mga hindi lang nagtatapos yung pag-aalaga natin sa ating mga PDL, persons deprived of liberty, sa loob, kundi maging sa kanilang paglaya, kinukuha po namin contact number nila, kung anong pwede namin gawin sa kanila, i-refer sa mga offices, kung kailangan nila ng training sa labas para ma-enhance sila at magkaroon sila ng training para pag-apply ng trabaho ay magiging ready po sila. At the same time, kung kapag meron pong offer ng mga trabaho po sa PESO office, ay tinutulungan natin sila para po sila ay makapag-apply ng trabaho, sinasamahan dun sa PESO o sa agency kung saan ay pwede silang samahan para kumbaga ay magkaroon naman sila, mabusong kanilang confidence na kahit pa paano, and then mabigyan sila ng letter or recommendation from our sila ay pwede mag-apply po dun sa recommended by our office or our warden as well. Okay? So, yun po. Special program for vulnerable groups, we have the services for pregnant PDL, na kung saan this is the reason of their medical condition and give special attention by the jail nurses to ensure compliance of prenatal and postnatal care, provision for other agents, pregnancy-related needs, and assistance to the care of the newborn until the later is endorsed to the immediate family or accredited child care agency. Nung nandito po ako ay nagkataon po na meron tayong isang buntis. So inalaga po siya, magmula sa kanyang ultrasound, panganganak hanggang sa pagkuha ng kailang kamag-anak sa kanyang baby sa jail po. Okay? So services for senior citizen also, yan ina-apply po namin sa ilang card, yung kanilang senior citizen card and IDs para naman po halimbawa mayroon kami hindi mabiling gamot para sa kanila, anak nila ay pupunta dito para magkakaroon ng senior citizen ID and cards, mga may ability dito, mga PWD natin dito para magkaroon ng discount sa kanilang bibili mga sa labas. And also, services to PDL with special needs, mga LGBTQ din natin na meron din tayong program para sa kanila na hindi sila tinatang aktibidades ng ating jail. Silang lahat ay kasali and na sila po ay maraming mga kakayanan and then mga showcase mga talent na pwedeng ng kapwa. Also, mental health services, yan po, binibigay din po natin sa kanila na libre dinadala sa check-up sa mental hospital para po address yung kanilang needs. Drug counseling for our PDLs also. So, ngayon po kami bukas ng training about this katatagan kontra sa droga sa komunidad PDP program kung saan ay binibigay ito sa psycho-educational drug counseling program to develop the 24 modules 18 modules to be completed by the PDLs, more group setting kung saan ang mga modules na ito ay participated with the PDL, not only family member, na kung saan the drug counseling runs for maximum duration for 4 months. So, na imbis na sa labas sila ilalagay or doon yung sa mga ang tawag doon yung sa mga nasa labas na magbabayad pa sila, dito na lang po nila gaganapin and libre pong binibigay ng jail. Okay? So, yan po. At in advance po sa College of Fine Arts po na magbibigay po ng kanila po sa mural painting na aming jail. Yan po. So, salamat. Meron pa po ba akong time, Ma'am Regina?
Naku, wala na po, sir.
Okay. Salamat po. Okay. Salamat po ng marami. At sa pagkakataon ito ay nais ko magpasalamat din po sa inyo for inviting me po. Thank you po.
I'm happy to be given the opportunity to talk with you all today. So my name is Jeira. I'm the WiTech Manila president, and I'm an undergraduate BS Biology student at the University of the Philippines, Las Bañas. And today I will be introducing you to WiTech, our initiatives, and what we can all do to help achieve gender equality in the STEM field. So first off, what is WiTech? WiTech is an SEC-registered nonprofit organization based in Manila that aims to educate, inspire, and empower the youth to break gender stereotypes and make a difference in society. So we are run by students from high school to fresh graduates, and our vision is to achieve gender equality in the STEM field and in the STEM industry. So our purpose is to empower the youth and women to use technology to make a difference via conferences, workshops, talks, fairs, and outreach programs to expose more women and the youth to the STEM industry, the opportunities in the field, so that they can also find mentors and role models who they can actually talk to and consult about regarding their studies and career plans. So actually, WiTech started as a blog by Audrey Pell last 2016, and it became an organization last 2018 with the first ever student-led Women in Technology conference in the same year. So currently, we have more than 20 chapters around the world, and with the head chapter being in Manila. So we have 3,300 direct beneficiaries from WeReach, the outreach program, and the Online Tech Camp, our 3-day camp, which is the pioneering initiative for remote learning last year. And we also have more than 160 academic beneficiaries whom we gave access to technology and technology education. And the blog, where our organization started, already has more than 190,000 views from 158 countries. But with all these numbers, what do we actually do here in WiTech? First off, in our biggest event, WiTech Manila is the head chapter of WiTech, and our first event last 2018 was called WiTCon. So it's the first student-led Women in Technology conference here in the Philippines, and it is a yearly event happening every March where we aim to expose students and educators to the research and accomplishments of Philippine women in the technology field. So the aim of WiTCon is to inspire the future generations of technologists to help close the gender gap and to utilize innovation in order to create a difference within society. So last WiTCon, we had over 400 attendees, both here in the Philippines and abroad, and it is our biggest event where we usually have speakers, workshops, and networking sessions so that the participants can actually meet the speakers and facilitators, because WiTCon doesn't just aim to break glass ceilings, but it also aims to transform the field of technology, and it is done through talking with those who are already there. So another event is Roadshow. It is a series of campus or community visits to inspire students to get involved in tech and to inform them of the opportunities in the field. So this is more intimate, where the speakers will be the ones to visit the campus or community, and it doesn't just stop on learning about STEM and gender equality. So our speakers actually impart their journey and share their resources on programming, sciences, and other topics so that it can promote learning. So if you want to invite WiTech to your school for a roadshow, or if you want to partner up with us as part of your NSTP initiatives, you can just email us at info@witech.org. So we'll also be flashing our accounts on the last slide. Now we also have V Talks or Women in Technology Talks. So it is a series of talks that feature women using tech to achieve, promote, and support the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. So here we have like SDG 5, gender equality, and then SDG 8, this decent work and economic growth. So this is WiTech's way of supporting the United Nations vision for a better world. So moving on to our community development projects, we have We Teach that aims to teach, inspire, and engage with students through sustainable outreach, education, and empowerment, where we equip them with the necessary knowledge on current technology trends, spark their interest into taking up STEM courses, and give students a glimpse of different STEM professions. And we also have We Reach, an online donation drive. So this is last year to provide more than 300 students with support through gadgets and a tutoring program to make sure that no student would be left behind. So this is in response with the online learning brought about by the pandemic. Another online initiative is the open access modules found in our website. So these are created by WiTech members and volunteers, and these are free, open to everyone, and range from a multitude of STEM and digital literacy topics. So these are also being used as learning materials for some of our outreach programs and are also shared with our communities to aid their studies. So with these events and initiatives, how can you participate? So there are a lot of ways for you to participate in tech. So first, you can send us a message. So if you have any questions or invitations, suggestions, we are very open, especially if you message our social media pages. You may also join the WeTech community on Discord to meet peers with the same interests. We also have our application period during June to August. So this is open for high school and fresh graduates, like high school to fresh graduates. So if you're interested, you can apply to be a WeTech Manila member or volunteer. Our blog is also open to contributors, even if you're not part of the organization. So we will cite you, so you don't have to worry. If you want to write anything for the WeTech blog, you can just send us a message and we'll coordinate you with the blog team. And apart from those, you can also apply to our other chapters here in the Philippines if you have one for your locality, or you can start your own chapter. So we believe that having local chapters will help improve the initiatives to be more suited for the locality. Thus, the mission to educate, inspire, and empower is strengthened. So more details about these can be found on our website. On our website, we-tech.org. So you can join the community server by scanning the QR code or through bit.ly WeTech community, because we also have exclusive community events there, and we have like announcements in the study area. Another way to participate is through reading the blog. So I can vouch that there are a lot of interesting articles about women in the technology field and anything related to STEM. We also have research papers linked in the blog and research digest. So if you're interested, you can just check it out. Lastly, if you want to be updated about WeTech, the events, and our blog posts with fun games and doodles, please subscribe to our newsletter. So WeTels is it's sent every last week of the month. So you can sign up through bit.ly/WeTech newsletter sign-ups. So that's all. Thank you. For more updates about WeTech or for partnership proposals, please check out our social media sites shown here.
Isang mapagpalayang araw sa inyong lahat. Ako si Jessica Asuncion, ang Vice Principal for External Affairs ng Kapit Kamay Alternative Learning Avenue for the Youth. I'm also a third year BS Legal Management student. So, medyo iba ko. Like, iba yung magiging way ko of like how I introduce and how I let you know what Kalay is. So, ayun pala yung short niya. So, Kapit Kamay, Alternative Learning Avenue for the Youth, or Kalay. So, to start is, ano nga ba yung Kalay? So, Kalay, kami ay mga kabataan, mga teachers, and mga young professionals from NCR, and actually from nationwide na actually siya. And then, in the time of new normal, kasi syempre it is with no question that the education sector has faced struggles, diba, to stay afloat. Ang Kalay ay nabuo dahil nakita namin yung kahirapan ng mismong mga kapatid naming mga nag-aaral, ng mga klase at mga kaibigan namin kung saan naapektuhan sila in every aspect, may it be in a physical, mental, emotional, or even financial way, diba? So dahil nga naging distance learning ang mode of education ngayon, ay dumoble pa yung pasakit na nararanasan natin like ever since before. And even now, na nasa new normal tayo, ay we still have the effects, or we still nararamdaman pa natin yung effects ng pandemic in general. So, halos lahat talaga ng kakilala ko ay talaga bumabagsak yung mental health. Karamihan ay nagda-drop out. Kasi syempre, uunahin mo ba yung pag-aaral mo in the perspective of someone na kailangan mabuhay sa isang araw. Mas uunahin mo bang makapag-aral or mabuhay or buhayin yung pamilya mo. So, dito namin nakita yung kahalagahan. And ngayon nga na dahil ganun yung sitwasyon, nakita namin yung pangangailangan ng pagtutulungan sa kapwa namin, di ba? So, ayun, the next slide. So, I would like to share with you our vision and mission. So, we envision a safe, accessible, and a quality education system, which ensures that no one gets left behind, especially in times of crisis, and in which every citizen is united to uphold it as every Filipino's rights. So, lahat naman tayo may karapatan makapag-aral, di ba? And Kalay is one way to ensure na lahat ng tao, lahat ng Pilipino ay nakakatamasa ng edukasyon na dekalidad at ligtas. So, mission namin is to provide immediate education, relief to the marginalized youth in this new normal, and to establish an avenue for sustaining and developing the youth's quest for knowledge. Ayan. So ano ba yung ginagawa namin? Kalay does safe and responsible community-based learnings by setting up alternative schools in vulnerable communities. We advocate for every children's rights to safe, accessible, and quality education, especially amid the pandemic. So here are some pictures when we started up as, so yung history kasi ng Kalay, we started up as a project of Kabataan Party List Intramuros chapter. But then, no February 2021, na witness namin yung kakayahan ng Kalay na makapag-expand pa. So, it was made as an organization, as a non-government organization since then. Ayun. So, why do volunteers join? Bakit nga ba maraming nagjo-join? I think sa national chapter, kung saan ako yung nag-reside, and ay nasa 200 plus yung members na volunteer teachers. Hindi lang kami mga students kasi may mga teachers kami nakakasama kahit nag-work na sila. So, very diverse yung yung mga tao dito. Kasi, ayun nga, babalik-balikan lang din natin yung reason kung bakit siya ginagawa in the first place, na hindi lang naman pang isahan, hindi lang naman mga estudyante yung nakaka-realize na kailangan ng mga bata or kailangan ng bawat Pilipino ng na safe na edukasyon, di ba? So, ayun, here are some of the reasons why they join as well. So, first off, syempre, you meet and work with other people na different backgrounds. So, kahit na mahirap ka, mayaman ka, middle class, yeah, everyone, you're going to meet a lot of people. Syempre, you're going to sharpen and improve on your teaching skills with online and on-ground experience. And in my experience, hindi talaga ako mahilig sa kids before. Like, na-itchy ako, ganun, na-iffy ako whenever na, like, I have kids around me. Pero like, iba yung spark na dinadala ng Kalay, which is like, ayun, eventually, I learned, I love, teaching them a lot. So, it also creates a community that works towards a collective action. Kasi masaya nga naman talagang kumilos o gumalaw kung saan kasama mo yung mga taong same ng aspect, same kayo ng direction na gustong patunguhan. Be a part of growing initiative, setting up alternative schools across NCR and beyond. So nakapag branch out na po kami sa NCR. So meron na kami sa Cagayan Valley and like mamaya ata nasa slide siya. We help the underserved and marginalized communities even amid the pandemic. And of course, it's important to have an exposure to different projects and learn from educational discussions and trainings. Yun, so ito yung Kalay map. I'm not sure if kompleto siya kasi mahirap na mag-keep track kung ano nga ba talaga, kung saan kami napupunta as well. But meron kami sa Cagayan Valley, Cavite, yung main office, which is Intramuros, doon kami mainly napupunta. So, kasama dyan yung Lederisa, pati yung port area. We also have Mandaluyong, Valenzuela, as well as at Cebu. Meron din ata sa Katipunan as well. So, ayun, kalat-kalat talaga siya. Ayun, so what do we do? Ano bang ginagawa namin? We have alternative learning sessions. So, lahat yung pictures ito ay galing pa sa iba't ibang mga branches ng Kalay. So, ayun. Ayun, nag-earn kami ng first anniversary project last year, October 17, yeah, if I'm not mistaken. Kasi celebrate namin siya with the kids of Maestranza. So, yun yung community na pinupuntahan namin, mainly. And then, ayan, Kusinang Bayan or Community Kitchen. So, nagluto kami ng adobo with the community. Ayun, sa kanila namin hiniram yung pan. So, tulong-tulong talaga siya with volunteers. And, yung nasa community na, partner communities pala in general. And then, ayan, kakagaling lang din namin sa isang event. And nag-anniversary rin kami nung Sunday last Sunday. So, ayun, nag-turn kami ng fundraiser busking event sa may liwasang Bonifacio. So, other than that, diba, like, marami pa kaming ginagawa. Nag-reach out kami sa communities kung ano ba yung best way na matulungan namin sila. Kasi, syempre, hindi lang naman for kids. Pati yung mga magulang nila and yung nakakasama nila ay, syempre, kailangan din natin silang hatakin. So, in line with that, meron kaming main event sa Kalay. So this is like a main event wherein like celebrate naman yung second anniversary ng Kalay. So perya para sa bata. So it's convention or fair. So usually alam niyo yung mga family fair or ano ba? Hindi ko alam kung anong tawag sa mga respective schools, no? But we called it before, like yung mga fair sa school, like yung may mga booths, gano'n. So, ganun yung naging idea namin siya. So, yung idea naman dyan is to continue to campaign for safe, accessible, and quality education pa rin. Tapos, ayun, kasama namin yung iba pa naming community chapters. If I'm not mistaken, nasa 11 yung chapters namin. So, yun, all that for the children's agenda, of course. And, ayun, work with Kalay. So, nabasa ko rin na, I think, yung sa NSTP classes nyo. So, I think it's one way na rin to communicate with us. Kasi may immersion program kami na basically, you're going to contact us. I think, yun. Ayan, ito yung application process. So, hindi naman siya like siniscreen talaga. Like, it's more of like applying to it. So, kayo bahala kung anong community based sa chapters namin yung kukunin nyo. Tapos, doon kayo mag-volunteer. And kasama nyo kami na mag-volunteer kung anong gusto nyong kind of volunteer. Is it Kusinang Bayan? Is it alternative learning sessions? And the like, I think nakapag immerse na rin sa amin yung CEU, Centro Escolar University, not long ago. Yun. So, once everything is alright naman, we will see you in our communities. And that's just gonna be an easy process. So, ayan, you can screenshot yung link, yeah, so you can just like refer to it whenever you're gonna choose in the future. So, ayun, and with that note, I will end this with a quote by Marlon Edelman, which is, "Education is for improving the lives of others and for leaving your community and world better than you found it. Ayun. Wait lang. So, ayan, thank you. Ito yung mga socials namin. And, ayun, so, ang gusto ko lang i-leave sa inyong lahat ay, syempre, palitan na natin yung nakasanayang narrative na ng mga magulang natin na hindi nakapagtapos ng edukasyon at tutungo tayo sa naratibo na malaya ang kinabukasan natin, na lahat ay nakapag-aral na walang hadlang. Ayun. So, then again, this is Jessica Asuncion for No Student Left Behind.
Maraming salamat po sa inyong pakikiisa ngayong hapon sa ating keynote speaker, sa mga fellow presenters natin from the SWD, Philippine National Volunteer Service Coordinating Agency, AFP, CDRC, CDP, OCD, QC Firefighters, Volunteer Association, Akay Missions, Make-A-Wish Foundation, Philippine Native Tree Enthusiast, Philippine Eagle Foundation, Institute for Climate and Sustainable Cities, Haribon Foundation, Climate Reality Project, HRVVMC, Santa Maria Bulacan Municipal Jail, WiTech Manila at Kapit Kamay Alternative Learning Avenue. Maraming salamat sa pagbabahagi at pag-engganyo sa ating NSTP students sa mga paraan upang sila ay makiisa at makapagpatuloy sa paglilingkod sa bayan. Kami sa NSRC o National Service Reserve Corps at NSTP Office ay umaasa na higit pang magiging masikhay ang ating serbisyo sa ating bayan, lalo na ngayong tayo ay babawi sa mga nawala, naantala at nahuli dahil sa pandemya. Muli, sa ating NSTP students at reservists, sanay ito ay simula pa lamang ng ating pag-aalay ng sarili, tulad ng sinisimbolo ni Oblek para sa Pilipinas. Maraming salamat at magandang hapon po sa ating lahat.